Hello, hello, hello.
Hey, all right. What is up, beautiful people of the world? Welcome to the first ever episode of our brand new weekly business segment on Ignore the Mic. I am your host, Jessica Marie, and today I am beyond excited to introduce my co host, the fabulous, the one and only Patrice Malloy, the affluent CFO. Together, we are going to
Hey,
dive into
hey.
all things business. Yes, finance, operations, all the things, and we're just going to talk about it. But before we get started, November 11th, families affected by the tragic events of 9/11. Our hearts, our prayers go out to everyone who lost loved ones and to those survivors. Your resilience inspires us every single day, and we will never forget. All right, a little bit about me before we get started. I have spent nearly 2 decades or more building my career in finance and operations management, managing accounts, optimizing workflows. I was born in the East Village of New York City, but I was raised in corporate America. I learned how to move in the fast paced corporate world very early. And now I help businesses optimize, help them scale, find their flow. And let's be real, if you're from New York, you already know how there's a hustle. So, speaking of hustle, we're just not talking about finance here. We're also going to bring you some serious AI heat too. So, we'll get into that a little bit later. But enough about me. Patrice, why don't you jump in and let the people know who you are?
Absolutely. So, hello, everyone. If we have not met, and this is our first time, I am Patrice Malloy, the affluent CFO, aka your financial fairy godmother and wealthcare concierge. We are here to talk about how to build sustainable, scalable, and profitable businesses that are saleable. And we're leveraging the power of not only finance, background operations, insight, experience, expertise, and knowledge, but also leveraging the incredible new revolution of technology and artificial intelligence. So that is what we're talking about. I too have had a pretty um, strong career in finance, 20 plus years as well, dominating in the finance. Reporting, finance transformation, taxation, business growth, and scaling segments of the government as well as corporations. And we are here to bring you not just a lot of fluff, but the real deal, inside information, and the tips, tools, and techniques that are going to take you to the next level. So, thank you for joining us. We are excited to be here and we cannot wait to dive in to the good stuff.
Yes. All right. So, let's talk a little bit about how Patrice and I met. So Patrice and I, we met in a cohort. Um, we both took a certification class for AI. We want to boost our business. We don't want to be left behind. And we were recently both on the AI Insight Summit just last month. And getting to the opportunity of doing this was it was amazing. And we all learned about each other. And Patrice, her thought process, her experience, all of the things, it's a compliment to the things that I bring to the table. And so, we chatted and we talked and we said, yeah, this is like a great idea. She loves to talk about this stuff. I love to talk about this stuff. Not everybody likes to talk about business operations and financial planning and management and all those things. It's kind of the boring stuff, but we love it so much. So we kind of have fun with it. And that is why we decided to bring to you today and weekly the business segment of the podcast. So
Mhm.
now we can talk all about business today, but we can't not mention AI, right, Patrice? Like we just can't not. Like it's just, it is what it is. It's here. It's transforming everything, right? We get involved in AI because it's just not just a tool, right? It's like a whole strategy now, right? It's a way to elevate your business and take it to the next level. So, let me break it down a little bit. So, like when you're running a business, especially if you've worn as many hats as both Patrice and I, you notice all of the little cracks where time, money, and energy just slip away. Those inefficiencies where systems are just not working and you're losing out on opportunities left and right, that's where AI comes in, right? Like, am I not right? That's where it comes in.
Right.
And it's like, no, no, I'm gonna fix this for you guys. Take away all the headaches, And so imagine having tools that are gonna work for you 24/7, analyzing trends, organizing data, and giving you insights. And some of the things that we did talk about on the summit were just that, where we brought in that AI aspect to our business and to the service that we provide to our clients. But we also emphasize that it's, you need that human element to it, right? Like we want to know, we want to be sure that people understand, like, it's meant to enhance your business. It's meant to elevate your skill set, just kind of give you that boost, because it's a machine, and yes, it learns.
Mhm.
Still need to make sure it's telling you the right thing, it's doing the right thing. So you still need that human insight, right, Patrice?
Absolutely. And just to touch upon that, Jessica, thank you for sharing that. You do absolutely still need that human insight, because we have to train the model to do what we need it to do. So, although it does have incredible technology behind it and it does evolve, we still need to treat it like a toddler, essentially. So, as we're teaching our children, certain things, how to say words, the foundational pieces of how we decide to grow up as adults, these are things that you also need to train your technology to do: how to speak like you, how to think like you, how to essentially predict, right, what it is that you're going to do, so that it is in fact an extension of you. So I think that's very important that you mentioned that we do need to make sure that we're training it. And I think that a lot of people have this misconception that it's just going to take over all their jobs and take over the world and all these things. But the reality is we still need that human touch. We still need that human training. And it needs us to become smarter. So I love what you said
Exactly.
about that.
Yeah, exactly. And it's not just the future, it's now, right? It's opening doors for businesses, y- eh, like, imagine if AI was around back in 2001 when 9/11 happened, right? Think about how the
Mhm.
businesses could have survived the aftermath of that, right? They could have analyzed data better, made more decisions, just a little bit more strategic decisions in real time, staying connected despite the chaos. It would have, I believe, have been a huge game changer for them.
I have to agree with you. And not only that, when we talk about what if it was back, what if it had been around? Actually, it was around back then. It
It
just was
was.
not at the level that it
Exactly.
is today. So I can say from personal experience, from training language models and from working on robotic process automation pieces, and then also, building different types of internal controls, et cetera. But if we would have had some of the evolution and the growth that we did today, a lot of things would have happened in the terms of cybersecurity, being able to warn people of an imminent attack, those types of things. So I can only I can only imagine um, how different things might have been if we did have this knowledge back then and we were able to actually use it.
Yeah, no, I agree. It would be interesting to, and I'm sure you and I would probably go into that as far as, statistically how that would have helped, because again, just like you said, it was around, it just wasn't being
Mhm.
adapted. People weren't adopting it basically back then. It wasn't to the level that it is now. And, now it's, you could utilize it literally for everything, scaling your business. And even with the basics, even with the basics, I mean, I prefer, my go-to tool is always ChatGPT, always. And, but just like you said, it's like a toddler. You have to teach it, and you
Mhm.
have to question it, and you have to say, hey, like, is this accurate, or you didn't, answer the question properly. And then it begins to learn, and um, I've talked with small businesses that you tried to use it, and then they got frustrated and just kind of kicked it to the side.
Mhm.
And it saves time, like, tremendously. I mean, I've had to do analysis for data, and yeah, can I do it? Absolutely. But do I want to turn out my productivity quicker? Yes, because I want to be able to focus on other things, right? And so it doesn't mean that I'm using it to give me the answers. No, I'm telling it what to do. I'm telling it, I'm giving the direction. It's just like if you were delegating to a live assistant, and you would say, hey, this is what I need.
Mhm.
This is what I need you to produce. This is what. So it's the same concept. It's just that this is never going to say no. It's never going to go to sleep. It's never going to quit on you. It's just going to be there all the time. And always, I have to say that ChatGPT is always a very, if you need validation in your life, ChatGPT will give you that validation, because you could do no wrong. Um, but yeah, so definitely, something that I think businesses should definitely consider, take a look at, and just adopt, even like I said, if it's the basic tools. I mean, there are so many tools, and every single day new things are coming out. I mean, we just
Mhm.
learned that Canva has now joint ventures with Leonardo, which is pretty
Yep.
exciting. So I'm excited to see how that's going to work out. Right. And so, that partnership is powerful as well. Right. Hence why you and I are doing this. Right. This is powerful, when you bring two minds together. So, it's no different when you have AI into the mix. It's powerful. It's, bringing you to that next level, giving you that leverage. So I think it's very important to have those conversations. So, but yeah, today we are introducing the show.
Mhm.
Patricia and I, we can talk for days about operations, KPIs, SOPs, financial management, planning, data analysis, right? But what we want to do is we want to be able to bring you like the examples of the real world and help you see it, right? I mean, there's so much news out there, and I think there's some items in the small business world, particularly, or the growing businesses, we want to say, that tend to fail, whether they're not focusing on the foundation of their business, they're just focusing on a service or product that they're selling or providing, and helping them see the importance of foundational building, the importance of, you know, even doing analysis of the market, all of these things, right? So, stay tuned. These conversations are going to be amazing between Patrice and I. Sorry. But we really want to thank everyone today for joining in. We wanted to jump on here really quick today, introduce the show. We are just getting started. The official launch of the show will be September 2nd. It will be on Wednesdays at 11 a.m. So we will stream it on YouTube. Right now, it's not being streamed. This will be posted on YouTube for all of you. So when you do see it, hit that subscribe button. Stay locked in. And as always, I believe truly every day, thank God for giving you this blessing, the blessing of me meeting Patrice during this summit and meeting her in this cohort and collaborating and partnering. That is the opportunity that God has given us, is, that power. So we will catch you on the next episode of Ignore the Mic, the business segment, because we are here to bring you conversations that matter.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I'm excited to meet you as well, and to be able to leverage both of our backgrounds, the experience,
Mhm.
expertise, the things that we've done, the things that we're doing, and just the ability for us to be able to empower people in their businesses, especially as we go into 2025 and beyond, because AI is here to stay.
Yes.
Oprah Winfrey has endorsed it. Bill Gates, I mean, a number of not just celebrities, but people who are very much involved in the technical revolution themselves. So we know this is not a fluke. We know that this is not going to be something that's kind of like a one and done type thing, and then people will forget about it. This has been something that's been brewing for many, many years. Just quick note, it actually started way back in the 1940s and 50s, when people started to identify how to do machine learning and
Mhm.
train computers and things like that. There was a period of time where it kind of went dormant because people thought it was just too expensive. It took too much bandwidth. It took too much, computing power. But then they picked it back up, and then that's kind of where I came into it and started to learn more about the technology, the advancement, all the augmented reality, the virtual reality that you see, things like uh, automated chatbots that you see when you connect to somebody for their support. I mean, uh, shoot, Bank of America has a thing called Erica, right? So it's
Right.
automated
Yeah.
chat and artificial intelligence that can help you, right, get to your solution much quicker without having to backlog, the people.
Mhm.
So AI has been here, ladies and gents. Hopefully you've been paying attention and you take notes. So as Erica said, we will be bringing this information to you. We'll be keeping you abreast of all the hot topics and how you can leverage it to build your business or enhance your career. So, like she said, thank you. We're super excited. We will be back on Wednesday. No, 2 weeks from now, right?
September 2nd. Yeah. 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
No, because today's the 11th, girl, September 11th.
Oh, wow. See,
I'm
this
like,
is what
what
happens
day
when you
is
go
it?
live. This is what happens when you go live. Wow. Well, look, listen, we are all about the real talk here.
What is it?
So
The 15th.
I meant October 2nd.
Okay. Oh my gosh.
I meant October 2nd. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that because I just said it as if like, yeah, my days are all just like my weeks are just like one day. So,
Well, me too, but I had to
yeah,
check.
October 2nd, guys. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah, we have
yes.
some events coming up in the next 2 weeks that Patrice is working on that I'm working on.
Mhm.
So we wanted to be able to jump on here, give you guys a little insight on the show. We are so excited about this, like super excited about this. There's so much to talk about, so much to get into. Um, and one of the things that really intrigued me about Patrice was that she not only talks about the business aspect, but she also talks about it in the real life world and, how it relates to mindset, which is one of the things that I truly believe in as well. So this is a great collaboration. I'm very
Mhm.
excited about this and I'm glad that you all tuned in.
Yes, thank you. I have to say one more thing, Jessica. For those
Yes.
of you who don't know about Jessica and her expertise, like when we talk about KPIs, ladies and gentlemen, these are the pieces of information and data that we use to make informed business decisions. So you have an expert here. So I really, really do hope that as we're having these, conversations, that you're taking note about what's happening and you are taking those strategies, those techniques, those tools, that insider knowledge, and you're leveraging it in your own business. You're applying it so that you're able to grow, you're able to scale, because we didn't get in business to work twice as hard and make half as much, if I'm being honest, right? We want to
Right.
build legacy businesses. We want to do things that we are called to do. We want to create transformation in the world. So if that's what you desire, if you want to do that, you are our kind of people. And that is what we're going to be talking about as we expand our conversations over the next couple of months, right? So
Yeah.
be on the lookout. Be on the lookout.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you, Patrice. Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
And we will catch you on October 2nd, not September
Mhm.
2nd, October 2nd at 11 a.m. So thank you,
Yes.
everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.